Sometimes some of the most interesting creative ideas come from throwing two completely unrelated concepts together and seeing how it all works out. Anarcute is a game that does exactly that, taking a bunch of cute, large-eyed animals and giving them the goal of bringing down the entire city. Throughout its campaign, players recruit more and more animals, beat up government officers, and bring down the entire city. In some ways, the game is a little bit like Pikmin. A group of small animals travel across various environments and all attack at once to defeat enemies. When enemies fight your animals, they'll take out individuals. There's no health bar, reducing the player's riot size and their total power. At its best, the game is a blast to play through. Demolishing buildings with a bunch of adorable rabbits is not only incredibly fun, but rewarding as well. It just feels nice to slowly amass a continuously larger crowd that rains exponentially more destruction upon the enemies. There are a few design issues I have with the title, however. First off, the game has no checkpoints in its levels. If you die partway through a level, you'll be sent back to the very beginning. That's not a huge issue, levels are usually only about 5 to 10 minutes in length, but it is quite a nuisance to repeat the same beginning part of the level again and again during the more challenging levels of the game. In fact, at times it seems like the challenge can be a little bit inauthentic. Rather than a health bar, players die once all their animals die. Unfortunately, this means that enemy attacks are doled out rather unevenly. If a player gets unlucky and doesn't see an enemy attack, they could lose just one animal from their pack or almost lose all their animals. There is a bit of a lack of consistency. It seemed unfair that I could make it 2/3 of the way through the level just to lose a majority of my animals to a stupid attack. Worst of all, when your crowd is smaller, you become severely underpowered compared to where you need to be. As a result, it can be impossible to complete a level after losing a large portion of animals. To its benefit, the game does keep environments and gameplay mixed up. The game consistently introduced new gameplay elements and enemies to change up the strategy involved in completing levels. Certain levels require a level of strategic planning as well, so the game stayed away from becoming a button masher of any sort. Each world holds a boss battle at the end of it. Sometimes it took a little while to figure out the strategy behind each one, however each boss was well designed and was satisfying to defeat. Overall, Anarcute is a fun game with an interesting concept. There are a few gameplay design issues that make the game's final product less than ideal. However, those that pick up the game will find themselves delightfully taking down cities, one building at a time.